Um, this is kind of what I came up with so far. I know there's a lot on the screen. Um, but yeah, just let me know, I guess. um, so good. They're just candy bars if cut and then dipped in chocolate. So easy. Can I have help with naming something? Tomorrow I am gonna pull on 4 different gotcha games. I was thinking of call it Gotchathon, but I don't know what other names could be better. You already have the full explanation and everything. Yep. It's kind of like what I did with yours. Um, I don't know if I should be like moving chat somewhere because that's also blocking the description stuff. Kind of weird. Unsure. But yeah, just let me know, I guess. Um, the numbers, Mason, what do they mean? I don't even know what you mean for it. Alright, so just to get everyone caught up on this, uh, we're working on a few teams for Miss No Name. Team 1 was Navia Zhangli Bennett Shanglin. Um, I already... Let me move my face, at least for the moment. Um, so we got a weapon, artifact set, uh, artifacts, stats to look for, main stats, and then like an explanation. They're glyphs, ancient representations of certain quantities. Sure. But yeah, I've done that for all 4 of those characters already. Um, next team is Neuvillette, Rina, Kazuha, Jilonin, which I just recently learned is a very good team for Neuvillette. I finished Neuvillette's already and am kind of like halfway-ish through Farina's. If anyone has questions about choices and such, feel free to ask in the chat. Yeah. I don't know, that's all I got right now. Alright, so let's see. No questions about it with Jolene? Always Jolene. Goblet main stat, HP percent. Circlet main stat, crit rates. Let's see. Currently has 184.6 ER. 60, that's coming from Favonius. Should try to get Favonius to R5 if possible. Assuming we are going to stick with that. That will help with the energy from the Favonius passive. Let's see. she's currently on 2-piece Glad, 2-piece Golden Troop. I have already put in that we should look for 4-piece Golden Troop. Let's see. I'm not too sure of Farina's ideal ER. $160 to $170, assuming double hydro, which we will be using. Okay, so $160 to $170 is what we're looking for. Let me get over to that page. Okay, so aim for 160 to 170 ER, HP, or was it 40k HP? Yeah, 40k HP. And 40,000 HP. Since double hydro, we do get a 15% bonus on HP, if I remember correctly. Oh, 25% bonus. Okay. So that does change things. You will have a 25% increase in team, or each character's HP. So keep that in mind when looking for HP stats for Farina. Keep forgetting about team bonuses. Yeah. They are very important when you're building. Especially when you're dealing with cryo. Because the extra crit rate that you get. Not that cryo's that great at the moment, but yeah. After obtaining... Yeah, extra crit's so good, it really is. 15% is a pretty good amount. For obtaining the ER and HP breakpoints. Put the rest into crit rate and crit damage. Aiming for at least 50% crit rate. I did also mention Novelette and Farina using the two sets in the same domain, so those are easy to farm. Kazuha. Kazuha's already using Iron Sting, which is good. I need to confirm spelling. Okay. 4-piece. Spelling overrated? I'm trying to make it look clean, so it's fine. Stats to look for. EM and ER. This is C0, so we do need to get a bit extra of ER. Let's see if GameAid shows how much we need exactly. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. 170 ER. Okay. This doesn't really... The way this is set up is not great for showing what's on game 8. I am noticing. Maybe I can make the game capture smaller. It's a random spot there, but, it's fine. Maybe I should cut off at the top. That might be a little better. Or cut off less at the top, I mean. Oh, or maybe more, I don't know. I'm figuring it out as I go. Oh, my face is blocking it anyway. Okay, there we go. That does at least show what I was saying earlier. I was kind of hoping for it to show here, though. I don't know. Maybe that's okay. We have ads starting in about a minute. Alright. Okay. So we're looking for Sans main stat EM. Hey Cyrus, how's it going? We are working on a team for Miss No Name. Goblet main stat EM. Circlet main stat EM. Going okay? I'm glad it is. Try to get to 170 ER and the rest into EM. Aim for 800 plus EM. Um, this set can be strong boxed 4. What is the other set with Viridescent? And why am I forgetting at the moment? Now it's been a while since I farmed it. Oh yeah, the healing one. We don't want that set. Thank you, Giselle. It's been so long since I farmed Viridescent that I forgot, I guess. So basically, almost for to be more resin efficient, since we do not want Maiden's beloved artifacts. If you don't have Inazuma unlocked, it's helpful. Yeah, for the Ocean clan. Miss No Name is AR 59, so I'm going to assume that she has Inazuma unlocked, but you do bring up a good point there. Mm-hmm. Alright. Shalonen. Kazuha is very easy to build, so that is one very nice thing. Okay, we do not have a Shalonen here. So I'll just show mine, I guess. Do you have Shalonen's signature weapon? Or what weapon are you using on her currently if you do not? The one they give us for free to forge. Okay. Sounds good. That's the flute, right? I think it's the flute. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. That is definitely a good one. So, flute. Oh, I got the name. No worries. Pen. Flute, I think of a different weapon. Oh, true. That's the sword, right? That's also a sword? It. Yeah. Um, Piece Scroll of the Hero of Cinder. Cinder City. Jeez. Tonger. I don't think that's it. Stats to look for um, defense, percent, and ER. Rothy, no, the flute. Zhongli's signature? Actually, Shalonen's kinda weird in this team, isn't she? Because she needs 2 samples, she's only getting 1 off of this. Or this, right? Hey Siren, how's it going? Welcome in. What's the team? Double Hydro, Animo, and Shalonen. Would be nice to have more. Yeah. I do still want Miss No Name to uh, build Kazuha though. But I want her to be a healer. You'd still get 2 Hydro samples? Okay, so it is fine then. Maybe I misunderstood Shalonen. I thought they had to be 2 different elements. That makes sense though. Three is the honeydew? Oh, where is it? Whatever it is. I know what you're talking about. Didn't know Genshin character builds could be this involved. Oh yeah, for sure. Every character is built differently too, so you're there's a lot to them for sure. We also have like a ton of different artifact sets that we can build characters with, which also complicates it. Shred each sample and duplicate shred more. Sounds good. Me neither. Just like he's built different. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so Sans main stat, defense percent most likely. I assume that's what I have on mine. Oh no, I have energy recharge. Okay, can do that too. Or ER, depending on what you need more. Goblet, I believe I have his defense. Yep. Circlet, main stat, healing bonus, or defense percent. These are cute. Thank you. I found them on Etsy, I think? I think it was Etsy. Um, so this set will not be resin efficient, but you do have Mualani, I believe. Let's see. Or no, it's showing on the DM you sent me. You have Auroron, Solonin, Mualani, Kachina. And that's it at the moment. Okay. Yeah, so it'll be resin efficient going forward, just not really for this team, which I think is fine. Have a Dyson Bladeless fan? Indeed I do. I haven't used it in a while, actually. Yes, I do. Haven't built them, though, which is fine. Um, are you going for Moika or Silali? Because if so, they are most likely also going to be using sets from the same domain. So like I said, going forward, um, it should be pretty resin efficient. Moika? Okay, yeah. You'll be fine then. Found an owl in Infinity Nikki, it's so cute. I don't think I've seen an owl in that game yet. Thought they'd be nice and quiet, but they just have a fan blades down inside and pull in air from the bottom, and fail just the same as other fans. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there are some that are a little quieter. I have more past this fan. I have one other fan that I've actually been using. That one is actually quieter. It does have the blades. So I don't know why it's quieter, but whatever. Expensive for what it is. Yeah, I mean, I got it a long time ago. So one good thing about this one though is that it does cold and heat, depending on what you need. So it's pretty nice. Okay. So cool looking. They're pretty cool looking. Let's see. Kinda fancy, I suppose. How much ER does she need? I have about 200, which feels good. So I'm probably gonna go with that. Yeah, it doesn't show. So I'm gonna go with 200 ER. And then as much defense as possible. I think that's pretty much all we need. Shalonen is not difficult to build. Okay. So I will go ahead and send this to you. And also pin it, so easy access. Oh, hold on. All right. Um, pin. All right. So next team, Raiden, Nahida, Shincho, Kuki. Um, this one sounds familiar. Should. Alright. Let's go here. Why did I do that? Friends. Oh, I passed you. So this team may be a little difficult to build. Um, a couple reasons for it. Uh, and those are that on your first team, Xiangling, and then on this team, Raiden and Xingqiu, all use the same stats. Um, and the same artifact set, which is Emblem of Severed Fate. So it's going to be difficult to build just because you're looking for basically a lot of duplicates. Um, try to get your best stuff onto Raiden though, just because she's going to be the main DPS. Let's see. And I will put a note in the description of Raiden Shogun for that for you all as well. Alright. Raiden currently has Skyward Spine, which I think is fine. We'll need to get it up to 90 though. Level 290. Artifact set. She's not on Emblem. We'll use mine as a little reference, I guess. ER, crit rate, crit damage, attack, percent. EM. Because EM is always good on her too. This is a Hyper Boom team, so you're going to be doing a lot of reactions. So Sand's main stat will be ER or attack percent, depending on what you need. There will be a ER cap in the description, so if you're hitting that cap before the sands, you can just go attack percent. Goblet, electro damage bonus, or attack percent. I'll put in whichever has better substats. And then circlet, crit rate. Me taking notes? Me too. Raiden is kind of notoriously confusing to build. Do you have any little dudes? Like, can't you have little helpers, pets in Genshin? You can have some. Um, ignoring Paimon. Actually, my usual one is not there for whatever reason. Um, so you can get these that kind of like fly next to you. Um,
Having a
so
favorite animal, or vegetable or fruit, can
this
help
little
us
guy.
recognize what kind of people we want to become.
He doesn't do anything. He's just there to look cute, basically.
Be prepared and stay safe.
Octo baby. Ignore this one. This is just part of Auroron's idols. I'm here for cute points. Well, there's the Octo baby for you. Alright.
Be prepared and stay safe.
Let's see. So, aim for... 200 to 250. OMG, the bubble, right?
Be prepared and stay safe.
To 50% ER. Rest into crit and attack. Crit rate and crit rate.
Be prepared.
Crit
and stay
damage and
safe.
attack. Aim for about 60% crit rate. If you have 250% ER before the
Sometimes the shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move
ER
forward with blind ambition,
sands,
and the smoke might
use
suffocate
attack
you.
percent instead. As much crit damage as you can get.
Be prepared and stay safe.
Okay. So there's Raiden, Nahida.
Having a
You
favorite
do
animal, or
have...
vegetable or fruit.
When the character goes into the water, that little pet hides in the egg. So cute. True.
Help us
I
recognize
can show
what
that actually. Okay, let me switch back to the little dragon.
Let's fly.
Oh, actually it just disappears in here. But, out here, it should go in, yeah. Which is really cute. The Octo Baby does still hang around when you're underwater, I believe. I think it's the only one that does.
Take me up.
Yeah. And it doesn't need to be in the bubble in this case because it's an octopus. Alright, oh, you're online now. Alright, cool. We do have Nahida on the showcase. EM 912, ER 127. It is really cute, yeah. Okay, we have Sackfrag, which is good. Already at 90, nice. Never noticed the bubble thing? Yeah, it's cute. Try to get to R5 when you can. No rush on that though. Nahida doesn't really need it at R5, it's just nice to have. Higher chance of getting a reset on her skill. In fact, set Deepwood is good. Honestly, your Nahida might be fine already. What con is she? 0? Okay, so she doesn't need crit. Her EM is good. Her ER could be better, but it might be okay since you have her on Sack Frag. Need me to put a character in the showcase? Let me know. Okay, will do. Let me pull Nahida up to see if there's a ER showing there. Because that'll be the main thing that I need. It does not. Okay. Okay, so we're going for 130 to 160 energy recharge. That is not showing on my stream, but that's okay. We're probably gonna want closer to 160 if possible. Yeah, she does need a bit more, which is fine. 127.8, yeah. Alright, so stats to look for EM and ER. Nice and simple. Sans main stat EM. Goblet main stat EM. Circlet main stat EM. Deep wood. Deepwood, I believe, is in the strong box, but I think Kuki is going to be on Gilded. Yeah. So it would be pretty resin efficient to farm for both of them at the same time. What's your cookie on right now, actually? Wanderer's Troop, Ocean Hued. Okay. We are gonna completely rebuild your cookie. Does the Octobaby do anything, or are they all just for show? They are all just for show. They have, like, idols and stuff, but that's pretty much it. They do not attack or anything like that. Yep, just for the show. Just to be cute. Alright, so I'm gonna put aim for 160% ER. Octobaby is doing a great job nonetheless, true. Closest is Farina and Murder Puppets. Also true. I will show those in a little bit. Lilpar tells us when storm is coming on the desert. That's also true. And we can transform into Sarush. And 900 to 1000 EM, I guess. No, I'll put 800, because that's about where it needs to be anyway. Let's see, Sarush with aerial bombs? True. Let's see. Oh, I forgot for Raiden Shogun. Farm the domain plus strong box, as you will need a bunch of dupes for Raiden, Shangling, and Xingqiu, since they use the same stats. Very unfortunate. Can farm domain slash strongbox since Cookie will be using the other set in this domain. I guess I should put Xingqiu next to Raiden because of the artifact sets they're using. Alright, Xingqiu can use weapon. Sacrificial sword or Favonius sword. R5 for both, if possible. Artifact set. 4-piece emblem of severed fate. I need more Favonius swords. I got a bunch for you. Oh, let me show Farina's puppets. So let me find something to kill. Alright, Siren, so this is Farina. She has these three that attack for her, as you see. They attack whether you're close to an enemy or not. She has this form, or this form, which heals instead of doing damage. And you can switch between them pretty quickly. Oh, she's still attacking. Rip that guy, huh? Been playing this game since launch and I've gotten like 4 total. Oof. That's pain right there. You want to see how many I have? Favonius. That's 1 at R5. Where are the rest of them? That's a flute that you were talking about earlier. Here's Favonius. So this one's at R3. I might as well refine it. See, that's the flute. Okay, so this is how many Favonius swords I got. So yeah, I got a few for you. Please give me those. Honestly, I would if I could. Because I have way too many. Don't even have 1 at R5. You need to pull more.
Tea parties are a must.
Look at my weapons. You should be able to exchange things, right? One, two, three, four, 5. Almost 6 full rows of 5-star weapons. Favonius bow. I can look that up too. Wherever they are. Those are sacked, those are stringless. Here's Favonius. From here to here. It's getting late, Drizzle brain going down. Understandable. Good night, Drizzle. Thanks for hanging out.
For the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette.
Okay, let's see if she shows up there now. Yep. He is C3. He has no crit. Should go to bed, but I want to play more Nikki and watch more Learn and Stream. I mean, I guess that's up to you. Okay, he's already on Favonius. That's good. C3. You're gonna wanna up his ult. You can ignore his normal. You can up his skill also, but focus on the ult. He does need quite a bit of ER also. %200% ER without Sack Sword. So it says you need 150 with it, but I don't feel like that's actually the case. Alright, good night, Giselle. Right now it's 239 ER, yeah. Thank you for teaching, Steam. You're welcome. Let me take a quick look at mine.
Happy to teach you.
Mine has 175, 176 basically, and he doesn't feel like he has enough. To be fair, I should probably level this to 90. He's also not on his actual build, but I believe his actual build has him at close to 200, and it doesn't feel like it's enough. Sometimes. But I'll say 200. I feel like that sounds about right. I also don't use them with Favonius, but Favonius and Saxord are pretty similar in terms of the energy they give you. Okay, stats. Actually, you know, I can mostly just copy paste this. Okay. Okay. I will make some changes though. We don't need EM for him really. Sans main stat is probably definitely going to be ER. Goblet, Hydro damage bonus, and Circlet crit rates. Aim for 200% ER, rest into crit rate, crit damage, and attack. Aim for, I think 50 is fine on him, honestly. If you go higher, that's also good. Can be higher. If not struggling for crit rate substats. Can take this out. As much crit damage you can get, farm domain strongbox. Yeah, okay. My luck pulling weapons is worse than my luck with artifacts, so that's all I had for him. That's okay. We work with what we have, right? Alright, and Kuki. Kuki, you already have on Iron Sting. I'll just get that to 90. Oh, let me pull up Kuki here. I don't really prioritize ER on her, because the main thing, really? Oh, Shinobi. The main thing that you're looking for with her is EM, and you're mainly just going to be using her skill anyway, so. I personally feel like her ult is not overly needed. This says Flower of Paradise Lost, but I think Gilded will be fine. Yeah, Gilded is her second best, so that works out. Trying to make this as resin efficient as possible. So let's see, weapon, Iron Sting, artifact set, Gilded Dreams. 4-piece Gilded Dreams. Stats to look for EM, HP percent, ER. Let's see. Yeah. So basically just looking for some energy recharge. Substats is fine. Aim for 800 plus, yeah. Some HP, substats, some ER substats. Sands, main stat, EM, Goblet, main stat, EM, Circlet, main stat, EM. So, one thing to note for Kuki, actually, I need to go to mine for the talents. Wherever she is. There we go. So her skills, healing scales off of both elemental mastery and also HP. Um, so what I found by testing a full HP build versus a full EM build is the healing is about the same. So when we build for full EM, she still heals well and also has a lot better damage in the electro reactions that she does. So that's why we're building her this way. So we can do can farm, strongbox. Since Nahida, we'll be using other settings. Okay. see. I'm gonna go over this real quick to see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Oh. This will most likely be around 140 to 150 crit damage. But higher is always good too. Alright. And follow the main strong box. Yep. Sands, call the circlet. Yep. And let's get from. Okay. Yeah, looks like this is done. So we got you 3 teams for you to work on building and a plan for each of the characters. All 3 are now pinned in the DMs. I could cry? Don't cry. Interesting to know the DM thing. Yeah. I wasn't particularly expecting to test both, but since I did HP first, and then I noticed the EM passive, I was like, I might as well try both and see what feels better. You're welcome. There was one other thing that I wanted to do. Been lurking but gotta go. Oh, no worries. Thank you for the lurk, Siren. Thanks for hanging out a bit. Okay, so we covered Raiden, Farina, Zhongli, Kuki, Kazuha, Nahida, Novelette. Of course, see you next time. Yep, see ya. Love you. I wanted to cover Arlecchino as well. Just because she also uses characters that we've already covered on her team. So I think generic team for her would be Arlecchino, Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Bennett. So you can kind of start seeing, like, once you get a bunch of these supports built, they're kind of more interchangeable between teams. You could also do, like, if you are gonna go for Emily at some point, you could replace Xingqiu with Emily on the Arlecchino team. You can also do the Raiden national team, which is Raiden, Xiangling, Xingqiu, Bennett. So, like, there's just a bunch of different things you can do once you get a bunch of supports built. And that's the main thing that I wanted to get done with your account so that you can start doing theater and Spiral Abyss more effectively. So Arlecchino, she's at 50 over 157.8 currently. Her energy recharge is kind of important because that's pretty much the only way you can heal. The Jadewing Spear is very good on her. We would just need to get that to 90. Need to learn how to use her. ER noted. I can put a note like I did with Novelette about how to use her. Um, she is C0, so you're definitely going to want to get the rotation correct just to maximize her damage. One of the few good weapons I have. It is a very good weapon. I believe it maxes at like 22% crit rate, which is really nice. Okay, so we can go team 4. How do you spell her name? Okay. So I'm only going to be putting Arlecchino here um, because we've already covered the other 3. So weapon. Primordial, Jade, Winged Spear? Level 290. Actually, Nona, can you go into your bag? Um, Go to the second tab and tell me how many artifacts you have out of the 1800. I'm just curious to see kind of where you're at. Hmm, okay, that's good. You have a lot, so you can actually strongbox pretty soon. You just have to go through your artifacts and go through what's good and what's not first. Alright, so uh Alley Cat, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Let me give you a shout out. Okay. So her best set is Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy. However, she is also good on um, Echoes and Gladiator's Finale. Because I have already given you a lot to work with, I'm going to note for Gladiator's Finale as opposed to the other 2, just because you probably already have a good amount of Gladiator's Finale in your inventory. Um, just from doing the bosses a lot. Mod check, lazy mods? They're all asleep. It's fine. Oh, welcome, Cat. Hope your stream was good. We are currently doing Genshin Help Desk. So we are helping the real Miss No Name with building some teams, giving her basically a plan. So we'll do Gladiators Finale. Four-piece. Stats to look for crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, and ER. Sans main stat, attack percent. Goblet main stat. The goblet is interesting on her. Hey Drag, have a great stream, buddy. Thank you. Thank you for the raid. Let me take a quick look at what you have on her. That is not a goblet. So you currently have pyro damage bonus. I feel like that is heading to bed now, but enjoy. Okay. No worries. Good night. Thanks again for raiding. I feel like a lot of people do this, and I don't particularly know if it's correct. Where's my old keynote? So, I have an attack goblet on her. Ignore the substats. I know they're crazy. The substats are not why I do it. The reason is because of this talent. Gains 1% all elemental and physical resistance for every 100 attacks she has in excess of 1,000. And she gets maximum resistance increase is 20%. So basically, it's like, I'm forgetting the math, but I'm assuming it's like 3,000 attack is the max. And that's pretty hard to get to, especially if you're using pyro damage bonus goblet. So this does make her a little tankier. Death Reel? So what we're doing is we're helping the real Miss No Name with a character build plan for... we've done 3 teams already, and we're doing a 4th now, which is literally just Arlecchino, because we've already covered supports that she's going to be using. So that's what you can kind of see on this notepad here. So we've covered a Navia team, a Neuvillette team, a Raiden team, and now Arlecchino. But yeah, so that passive will, in addition to increasing her attack damage, you're also increasing her tankiness, which is pretty nice, especially at C0. Also, since we're not using Zhongli with her, that also helps her not get like one shot by stuff. Circlet main stat should probably be crit damage. Wouldn't be easier if you just used the Genshin Optimizer side if you're familiar with it. It would be. I've never used it. You can use it, but if someone asks me to make a plan for them, I'm not just gonna tell him go use the Genshin optimizer. I'm also including stuff like resin efficiency. So like Nahida and Kuki are using the same set, so just farm the domain. Um, and then stuff like Kazuha, I'm telling her to just strongbox it because we don't need the Maiden Beloved's artifacts at all. So I don't think that the optimizer does that. I'm also taking into account how much stuff I am having Miss No Name farm. So instead of putting Arlecchino on Whimsy, I'm just going with Gladiator's Finale instead. Whimsy obviously will be better because it's basically made for her, but it's just a lot to farm. And if we already have a good Gladiator set, we might as well use that. Okay, so let's see. I believe she's already currently on Gladiators too, but I don't know if the, yeah, she is. I don't think the stats are ideal yet. Yeah, there's like no crit here. This piece is good. You can probably keep this piece. Optimizer only recommend the artifacts that you already have. Nevertheless, if that's easier for you, I won't intervene and just ask you. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think that... Because Miss No Name had told me that she hasn't been farming artifacts because she doesn't have a plan of what to farm yet. So she may not have the artifacts in her inventory already. Also, he will find a different way of explaining something that can help make sense. Sometimes I can, yeah. Um, this is good, but a 5-star will just be considerably better. I think this feather is probably the only one that won't be replaced. So aim for 70% crit rate, and as much crit damage as possible. I think in terms of ER, mine feels good already, so I'll use the ER based on what I have. She doesn't need much, apparently. Generic ER for DPS is like 130, for main DPS. For her, she feels like she can go less, especially since you're using 3 pyros, they'll help battery each other. Impulse, thank you for the posture check. Okay. Attack percent. I don't want to do the calcs on using Bennett with her, mainly because I don't know what weapon you're going to use on Bennett. And I don't know what his attack boost is going to bring to Arlecchino. So I'm just going to say to aim for... I guess 2500 attack.
I'll think about it. There'll be an extra fee for that.
Being popular. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I did mute. Yep, I muted. Sorry. Oh, it's because I typed that in. Yeah, you really haven't done anything with him. That's fine though. We did put him on the first team, so I guess you can work on leveling him first. Um, what level is your Shangling? Hmm, that makes sense. Level 90? Okay, cool. That means only the only one you need to actually level up here is Bennett. C0. Wait, have you never pulled a Xiangling before? Is the only one you got from Abyss? Oh, Zhongli. Xiangling. Xiangling. I mean, like, it's possible you haven't pulled her before, but I do want to confirm. Because we did get a free one, a free Xiangling from Abyss, so.
Can be such a hassle.
We'll wait a few minutes. C5? Okay. She's almost there.
Who knew the people would adore?
Once you get C6, it'll be a very nice boost to the whole team, basically, other than Shincho. Um, in terms of the Arlecchino team, anyway. It's less useful on the Navia team, but it's still good because Xiangling's damage is pretty high anyway.
Me so much.
Let's see if she is there now. Nope. Were you unable to do the lowest level of theater? Did you not have enough characters leveled up? There she is. Oh, she's 52. Made it to level 6. Okay. In the first version of theater, you just couldn't quite complete it. Oh, did I put in... Bernadette Shaman. Oh yeah, 200%. Okay, we're good.